Hi fellow gamers and developers, it's Hetty. Today we'll do something very stupid but hopefully fun. We'll play Replicube, a game that involves coding in Lua in order to generate 3D objects made of voxels. So the object area is divided up into a grid of these cubes, which are called voxels. Like I said, a voxel can either be empty or filled in with a color from the palette. Yeah, we have 16 colors. To create objects, you will write code to decide the value of each voxel. That's nice. And here is perhaps the simplest possible program. It simply returns a number, and all of the voxels became that color. Yep. Return 15. You can see 15 is this color, 16 is this color. Seems easy, but wait, if my code only returns a single number, how can I possibly make complex objects? Good question. Your code is not only run one time. Actually, your code is run separately for every voxel in the object area. In this example, your code is run 27 times. Each voxel can be identified by its coordinates. By the way, I love the tutorial. It's like very interactive. It's not like you get all of this in the single screen that's just like popping text all over you like in every single game we are playing here. No, here it's a sentence followed by a very nice example below. So when your code is run, special variables x, y, z are preset with the location of the current voxel. So really your code is the answer to the question, what is the value of the voxel at the position? Yep. So here is a slightly more complex example. You can see that the code returns different values depending on x, y, z. Oh, we cannot rotate? Weird. Okay, so c equals 0. If x equals 0, then c equals 7. So yeah, so c stands probably for color. Yes, and we return the color for each axis. Yep. Oh, and we have RepliOS theme. Nice. Can we change it? We can change music. Okay. Chill beats to relax, build cubes too. Love it. So electronic inbox, welcome to Replicube. File attachment, tutorial, projects. Nice. The very basics. Let's go. So reference object here. So, oh, and it tells us the coordinates and the color number. So all we have to do is to return 7. And yeah, if you want, you can read those, but I will only read the comments when I will, fail to do something. Okay, so continue the project manager. Let's check out the conditions. So, yep, again. Oh, we need to change stuff. It's like 0 is here. Okay, 0 is in the middle. Oh, and we have it's here on the axis. That's very good. So easy. So if y is bigger than 0, then we will return 12. Nice, and else we will return 8. Nice. Okay, so you get the gist. Maybe we should go for something more interesting. A simple sushi. So, okay. We will do it like that. If x is equal 0 and x and y, and y is equal 0, let's return. We can slice it. Nice. So it's 7. You know what I would love? A color palette here of all the colors used. Like, it only uses 3 colors, right? So here we have a color palette of every single code, but why not here give a reference with like only those 3 colors. So like I look at this green and I don't need to think, is it 10 or is it 11? No, I know, okay, green, we are using 11, and that would be really, really cool. So if X and Y are 0, we will return, what was the color again? Yeah, and I need to rotate because I cannot get the color of that one because of the arrow. Let's return 7, and Lua had something, I believe, like no, and then no. Okay, let me run code. Oh, then return 7, and that's so stupid. Why I would need and if I return from the function? But okay, I will not comment on the Lua here. That's not my main program that I do. So is it correct? 1, it's 1. Yes. So we need to do outline. So if I think it's absolute yes of X is bigger than 1, so it will cover 2 and -2, or because we want to go both directions, Y is bigger than 1, then we will return, what was it, 11. Nice. I'm not sure if how it works in Lua, but I think like when we return, we shouldn't need something. But well, then if it works like a brackets in normal programming language, yeah, okay. Not gonna talk about Lua here. So yeah, we did a sushi, basic cup. That's like nothing. Oh, we start with a cup. No, we need to get here, okay. And if we will return 0, oh, 0 is like empty. I'm wondering, show the comparison. Oh, it highlights very, very, very nice. So yeah, now we'll be shaping stuff. So I wish I could, we can add code tab, okay. I would love to have my, like a function library, sticky notes, stickies, settings. Wonder, is there like a codes files manager? Yeah, so I can just go here and copy that because we will use it, like everything. But would be nice to be able to just have like a library of some functions that I would write, and then so I would be able to call them. Would be really, really nice. And if we could like rotate the object, that would be also cool, because now wait here 0 and run code, unmatched and oh yeah, because okay, never mind, let's run the code. Yeah, so this is that stuff, and we need to increase it to 2. I love that it updates in real time. So yeah, like I would, if I had this as a function, then I would be like able to say like name it carve the middle, and it would like carve it, and then I would like rotate the whole object and start anew. But I think, okay, maybe actions per square are not really good, but I would love to have my library and be able to call functions. Maybe. At least at this point, it seems to be it would be helpful. So we need to change the axis. X, Y are fair. We don't want to carve on Y. We want a Z instead. Yes. And we want to change this lower. Oh. Yeah. No, or. And. Yeah. But Y is lower than 2. So it should be 3. Why? I'm stupid. Looks like. If Z, that is 3 and 3. It's 3 is lower than 3 than 0. Yeah, because if it's equal than 3, we want to point the cube. Okay. So that's nice, and we need to return 15, not 1. And what we are missing is the bottom part, so just insert it at the bottom. So if you see, yeah, like immediately putting brackets, as I'm very familiar with C# and JavaScript and not that familiar with Lua. So yeah. You know what? I would love to be able to choose which axis is upwards, because I would prefer Z to be vertical axis, not Y. So if Y, or maybe there is an option for that. Let's see. Not energy saver. We can go. Oh, we have dark theme. Thank you, developer. So if Y is lower than -2, then return 15, was it? Yes. And we're done. Code size, average cycles per voxel. I mean, we can post and view scores. I think we want to see that, because that's a part of the game, right? So yeah, I will pause the video and log in. Okay, I'm logged in. So in the future, this is like an early access demo. It's not released yet, but I would expect this to be integrated with Steam, since it's available on Steam. So we don't need to go and register like manually. You have all the data you need. So yeah, okay, I don't think we will be optimizing for code size. We are average on cycles. Yeah, there are some quite a few ways to do it. Like you could probably make one if with just various options. Okay, so oh no, do we need to do everything? Let's go to the mail. Thank you for registering the Replicube terminal. Please find the attached tutorial project to get you started. Okay, if we must, let's go. I think I will pause and return when we get to some more interesting stuff. So, I finished everything in the tutorial. And oh yes, this is saying something. Hello fellow voxel enthusiasts. Hi, nice seeing you at the Retro Tech event. Nice to meet someone who is interested in obscure voxel-based coding terminals like me. You mentioned that you just finished the Replicube tutorial projects. Yeah, I actually did. So how was that? I mean, for someone who knows how to code, it was a little bit boring. I much more enjoyed like sushi and having something meaningful rather than doing simple quadrants. So maybe like first email should ask you if you know Lua or on what level do you know how to code. So like people who know nothing about coding would get the tutorial, and I would say like, okay, I'm basically familiar, but I would like 1 or 2 examples. Then you would get like sushi and something and this maybe, and then you would say, oh, I know Lua without any, like, I don't need any guidance, and you would go. So yeah, they were pretty tricky, they weren't too difficult, they were a breeze. Okay, sounds like you enjoy a challenge. Here are a few more puzzles to try out. Oh, maybe they actually did that. They show you tutorial, and then you get a set of challenges based on how you did in the tutorial. Okay, that's if that is the case, that is amazing. Please let me know in the comments if you picked another answer, if you got the same stuff I did. Oh, and we start with something that resembles that. So we can use, yeah, infamous check for not equal, which is like outrageous. Let me see if there's like a not keyword. Yes, there is. So we can go like if not. Why? Yeah. Okay, so we'll be using that instead of field. Simply, or maybe let me check. Yeah, it doesn't. I need to put field and space. That's way too absorbing to do. I know that typing not and parentheses is way more clicking, but yeah, like boycott the field. Okay. Oh, we can use variables. That's so cool. Yeah, so I think we just return v, right? And then we will have the whole, what? And expected to close function at line 0 near if. Huh? What do you want? Okay, let's just comment it out. Oh, okay, that's Lua, right? Yup, okay. No comments for me then. We'll go like that. Not very convenient, but hey. Not gonna be complaining about Lua. So now we just need to check. Oh, that's easy. If I think I'll go like that because it shouldn't matter, right? So if because I will be always putting parentheses after if. That's, I cannot type it differently, so type it, erasing it later, it's just like meh. So this is color number 9. So if v equals 9, then return 0. And that's it. Why? Oh, okay. So if absolute of z, we'll just crop it at 1. So z is smaller than 3. Return 0. Okay. And n. Wait. What happened? If absolute of 0. What? I literally did that in tutorial. If value is like bigger than 1, if it's bigger than 1, then we want to return 0, not 13. 1. Yes. Nice one. Let's see the cycles. Not bad. We can optimize. I'm happy. Basketball. Oh, that's a challenge. Yeah, like all the games use Lua because this language can be interpreted on the run without like compilation. You know, I'm simplifying things. Don't quote me on that. But you know what I mean. And I would so love to see a game that is made in C# or JavaScript. Oh, JavaScript should be possible, but yeah, C#. That's something that people need to learn. So C# would be very, very nice. I know that you cannot like make a game where you will compile the code that someone is writing. You would need to write some sort of your own interpreter. And yeah, I'm actually working. That's like a shelf project on a game where you actually code using C#, and yeah, that's a challenge because you basically need to write your own programming language and then just like make it look like C#. So yeah, let's start with this one. So if z is equal to -3, then and return 2. Yeah. And else we'll return 0 to see what we have. Okay, I will click. How do you make function into a function? Return 2. So can I return test? No, I expected to close line 0 function. Okay. Pause for learning how to do function in Lua. So remember what I just literally said a few seconds ago about Lua being executed without compilation? Yeah, like I'm calling test here, but text does not exist until line 7. So like my initial guess for functions in Lua was correct, but I need to put the function first. Yeah, so okay, now we can make it more clear. So like call it like make board. Let's put it here, and nice. In the board we can check if the question is, are the variables available to us, or we need to put them by ourselves. So we can check x and y if they are equal, if absolute version of them is equal to that, will make a hoop. So first it would be centered at 0. So if absolute value of x is equal to was it 2, or absolute value of y is equal to 2, then we need to return what's the color 1. Okay. So, oh, because we are executing this, so else, we need else. Else it was 2. Yeah, like I would really need this legend of colors used here, because like I'm working here, then I'm looking here. This is very bad placement for that, because I need to go with my eyesight very far away from where I go. Like if you would play this game with eye tracker to see what users do, you would see the motion like that: left, right, left, right, left, right, maybe bottom here, but you never like cross this area. So yeah, we have this one. Oh, and we need to limit it. So not maybe or, but and no, it will not work. It will only put those. Huh. That's. But we did it for sushi. Oh, it was at the very outside layer. Makes sense. So we need the absolute value be equal to 2. Okay, and absolute value of x to be lower than no, lower than 2. Yeah, lower than 3. Lower than 4. Not working. Okay, let's try again. So if we are outside this zone, so if yeah, okay, first we'll draw the outskirts. So if it's not 2, but it's lower than, sorry, higher than 2, yes, or 3, this we do not need, or ups. Y is bigger than 2, perfect, we return 2, else we return, was it 1? Yes, 1. And now we have this segment here, and we need to follow the inside. Oh, and we need to move x by 1, no, y by 1. And then, and if the absolute value, yeah, basically the same. if the absolute value of x is lower than, was it 1? Yes. 1, or ups y is lower than 1, then we will also return 2, and we don't need else. Oh, and expected to close. Oh, yeah. Here you go. I did something wrong. If we are lower than 1. No, I did it right. But it's the same issue. Oh, come on. You are probably laughing by now. I hope that I will encourage you to do the same thing. I think the hoop will be the last one we do, because it's very, very absorbing, and I love to solve such issues. I mean, I probably, after completing a few few levels, you will be more familiar with algorithms like that. Because like normally when you code, you don't need to do such stuff. And there will be like a couple of things. Oh, there's a like equation for writing a circle, right? So it's easier to write a circle than square. So let's look at it. What is the common thing? Like if you will think only about this segment here. So we have x is x. Yeah, they are not the same. They are between certain points. And I think I can encompass it like that. Yes. It was easier than that. Okay. So we return 2, and we are done. That's our function for making the board. And yeah, if you ask me why, like usually we have tabulation, right, in code, and if we'll have like in the tutorial they recommended to put ifs inside of ifs, but then you will get a lot of nesting, and that's not something that is readable. Here, this is very readable because I can write a comment and it's easily like identifiable, like make inside black, right? So here we make